what they know about nutrition is what they feel they want to eat. Usually what you feel you want to eat, some people term it as craving. Or some people be like, for me, if I don't eat meat, then I've not eaten. That's what people think. But when we go back to the drawing board, what people don't know about nutrition, yet they learn it actually, is whatever you eat throughout your day, you have to make sure that you have tapped in all the food values, all the nutrients. And that's where we go back to our healthy plate. You have an energy source, a protein source, then also the fruits and vegetables that will bring in the nutrient, the micronutrient, the vitamins and minerals.
Okay, according to you, Patrick, does this mean that no food is wrong?
Yeah, actually, I always tell my clients there is no good or bad food. There is no good or bad food. However, there is food that is important in specific aspects.
Like?
For example, if a person is maybe bedridden, maybe with kidney injury, of course you have now to restrict a few nutrients in food. But for someone who is normal, you can have anything that is food as long as it's in the right quantities. Yes.
So normally the problem with nutrition is a function of quantity.
Quantities. Yes.
How about quality?
Also quality comes in, and quality goes back actually a long way from the farm.
Okay. But quantity is the question.
Yes, quantity is the question. Because however much, let's say, factors remaining constant, for example, if maybe the quality is it's like legit, what about the quantities? Do you get what I'm saying? For example, if it's meat, for example, we don't have the antibiotics in the meat, that means the quality is good. Is a person supposed to take a whole plate of meat?
Or a full kilogram?
Or a full kilogram.
Because they can eat?
Yes. No.
So let us say eggs. Are we supposed to take a full tray of
eggs? Yes. So quality for it comes from the farm. From the farm to your plate.
Or storage.
Yes, like storage, distribution, transportation, everything. But when quantity,
that's where our role comes in.
Yes, you as the consumer, the final consumer.
Okay. Yes. So, why is it so important for people to focus on nutrition if they are to have a good health or a good body?
Let me bring it in this aspect. Why would you buy a car when you don't have money to service it or money for fuel?
That's a good one.
Yes. So now the car is your body. You have to service it. And what do we mean by service? Service is quality nutrition. Then also other factors that can come in that, like maybe the physical activity. Yes, because you have to be physically fit. Because again, if you consume a lot and you're not expounding it out, again you will gain weight.
Okay.
Then again other risks will come in.
Talk about the physical bit before we go back to the reason why we need. Physical, going to gym, running, walking. What do you mean by physical fitness?
What do I mean by physical fitness? Again, it goes back to someone's goal. But ideally, what I usually tell my clients or people that I usually share knowledge with, if I send you to do physical exercises, basi kusindise kusitula buzito. You get? Because the WHO, which is World Health Organization recommendation for physical activity, it is 150 minutes per week. 150
minutes per week.
Yes.
Of physical activity.
Of physical activity. You can decide to do them in 5 days. That will be 30 minutes per day.
Exactly, 30 minutes per day.
Yes, 30 minutes per day. And what do we mean? It doesn't have to be carrying weights, but you can decide walking. You can walk. And what do we mean by walking? You're not walking as it in a laissez-faire manner, but you have at least to put some strength in the walking, because it works entirely on your health, lowering blood pressure. It works with regulating glucose levels, also the hormonal balance. Very many beautiful. Even you feel good at the end of the day.
I've seen someone who was just walking. This person was walking like around somewhere, but the distance was covering like maybe a mile.
Yeah.
Every day, I saw them reducing weight. This lady was so consistent because we're at work.
Yeah.
After work, she gets something like 30 minutes. She get off work, maybe like during lunchtime, she goes to, she just rotated somewhere and she comes back and I'm like, but I saw a drastic change personally just before my eyes. And I'm like, okay, this person is really registering results.
Yeah, because consistency is key. If you can maintain to do your 30 minutes for 5 days in a week, if you can be consistent with that, obviously other factors remaining constant. For example, if you're also working on your diet, you will lose weight. But what people really forget is going to do physical exercises, then nakomaonge njala erinye, because the hunger hormone will strike. Then what will happen? If you don't have discipline, you will eat more. But that will be a topic for another day. Yes.
Discipline is very, very important.
Yes.
So because not eating or disciplining yourself in eating is not that you don't have food.
Yeah.
You could be having a lot of food and you're like, I'm not going to take this. I'm not going to eat now.
Then you can have it, but in right quantities. For example, maybe after a vigorous exercise, maybe even maybe walking for a long time, you're supposed to take in some protein. You're supposed to have your micronutrient balance with the vitamins and minerals, so you can have it, but in the right quantity.
Are we supposed to sleep or you take a nap after eating lunch, like, or having a heavy meal? Or we're supposed to walk out and try to be active?
Being active would be the best thing, because even with supper, for example, if you have supper, maybe 30 minutes, then you go to bed, what will happen? In most cases, for a few of us, even we lose sleep. You have to wait until it's late in the night because you're uncomfortable. Then for those, and then there are a few individuals, yes, they will sleep, but again, if you're not active, you gain weight. You gain weight.
Okay, you gain weight.
Yes.
Which weight?
That if you have taken maybe a lot of food, then you sleep. Obviously, we're like real time. Let's say 30 minutes, you sleep. It can contribute to weight gain. And research actually has proved that. Yes.
So when do we normally gain weight? What time? What meals do normally constitute to weight gain?
Any meal can contribute to weight gain.
Really?
Any meal.
So the thing that when you eat supper, you gain weight, it's still not relative?
All meals in your day can contribute to weight gain. How? What quantities are you eating? Then when it comes to supper, how much are you eating? Then at what time are you sleeping after your last meal? There are people who have supper at 6, then they sleep maybe at 11. Obviously, late lunch or early supper, it can contribute to weight loss. Because these 5 hours when you are awake, if you are active, your body will utilize the food.
For instance, Patrick, what time are we supposed to have breakfast? What time is appropriate, let me use the word, for lunch and for dinner, those 3 meals?
There is no appropriate time. That's why when we are trying to make maybe a meal plan for you or a routine for you, it's supposed to be personalized. For example, if maybe I know by 5 maybe you are awake.
Yes, that's it.
Yes, if by 5 you are awake.
I'm actually on the way, going to work.
Yes, if you are awake at 5, then your meal time, it won't be the same as the person who wakes up at 7. So at the end of the day, when we are managing maybe weight loss or when managing weight, you have to personalize this person is. This person is work schedule, all those things, routine. They come in through. So you be a personal dietitian who personalizes everything to your client.
Wow. So there is no appropriate time that maybe at this time or maybe at this. But what you're saying
is
that late, early dinners could be good.
Yeah. Late lunch
could be.
All early dinners, they can be good. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
That is if other factors remaining constant, obviously, yes.
Are we supposed to eat? How much are you supposed to be eating during dinners? The last, supper.
That again depends on your goal. Because if I'm maintaining, then you're losing. We don't have the same goals.
Yes, yes.
For example, if someone is losing, and maybe you have your matoke there, rice there, then the binyewa comes in, some meat, then maybe you do a small portion of fruit and vegetable. You realize that in a Ugandan way of filling a plate, it will be a very big plate for you.
Okay.
So if you have that plate within 1 hour and 1 hour or 30 minutes before you go to bed, you're taking in a lot of energy, of which when you don't require all that energy to sleep. Yes. So what will happen by then in the night, your body will utilize what it can, then it will store some. And how does the body store excess energy, or maybe the glucose that has been taken in, it will convert it into body fat. Yes.
So, are we supposed to take juice when we are having suppers? Because you talked about some time that, for instance, you've taken in, or you're feasting on rice. When it is burnt down, what it becomes, but also you're accompanying it with juice. It's the same thing. Please help us to understand that. What's with the juice or what's not with the juice?
Even then, I'll go back to the drawing board. It depends on your goal. For someone who is maybe gaining weight, or for someone who is maybe they are fasting. We are in the fasting period. Even there is Lent.
Yes.
Even when their goal is weight loss, even when they have maybe a glass of juice with a meal, it might be in the same amount of energy that is needed for their day.
I'm talking about supper.
Yes, even because people who fast, they have that fast
then
meal.
They break the fasting at 7.
Yeah, which is almost supper. So if they have a glass of juice, maybe with a plate of food, obviously they have spent a day without eating.
Yes.
That means the chances are they're trying to compensate. Okay. So for a dietitian can try to show them the right quantities they are supposed to have. But if they have even plus a glass, a dietitian can incorporate in a glass of juice and it will be okay. But if someone has excess weight, they're not fasting per se, then you have your kawunga, then you have your glass of juice. The kawunga and the glass of juice, that's already present glucose in the food, the carbohydrate, because it will be converted into glucose. So if you have, that's already, it can be excess if taken in excess. Okay? So it can contribute to weight gain. Yeah. But if someone is of normal weight, they're trying to maintain, they can try to figure out the numbers.
What is the appropriate weight for a person? A healthy weight. What do you call a healthy weight?
It depends on your height.
Okay.
It depends on your height. Because if maybe you're short, then you have maybe, when you have a lot of weight, of course you feel the weight in your knees. Because every skeleton, every bone frame, it has a certain amount of weight it should carry. And it's actually a range.
Ooh.
It's a range. You have heard about BMI, the body mass index.
Yes.
It's a range.
What is BMI?
The BMI is we calculate your weight over your height in meters squared.
Then we get
your BMI. But again, it's at a certain age. There is a certain age range, obviously. Then when it comes to children, it's and again another story. They have other calculations.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh.
So your height determines your weight range, your ideal weight. Yes. So there is no. You should be 60. You should be 90.
In Uganda, where I'm born and raised, having a tummy is a sign of gaining some money or beginning to change your status in a positive way. Is having a tummy unhealthy for a man or a woman, or it is okay?
Having a tummy is
a lot of fat.
Yes, which is central obesity. It is actually evidence that you have extra fat in your body.
Seriously?
Yes.
But nowadays it's so common. I mean, it's very hard to find women without big tummies. It's really, finding men without tummies. So I thought it is vogue. It's a new thing.
It means that you have extra fat. I'm not saying that fat is bad, but extra fat is bad.
Okay.
And how do you see that you have extra fat? You will see that your tummy maybe is protruding. For some people, it's not the tummy actually. For some people, it will be the face. The face will become very, very chubby. This is now common in
arms.
Now that is very common actually even in women. The arms, then also this part of
the hips
and the buns. Yes, what people these days look at as nyash, and actually you find very many interesting challenges whereby a client can come to you and they be like, now nutritionist, I've come to you, but for me I only want to lose belly fat. I want to keep my nyash. It's a tricky situation because you didn't choose for your body in the first place to store your energy, maybe in the nyash, in the arms, or in the belly. So again, it will be your body to dictate. If you
that chooses.
Yes, if you.
My God, it's amazing. But so we're going to be taking a break, apparently, and right about now. But when we come back, we want to see the best nutrition for our hot weather. Just like it has been so hot. I was supposed to take a lot of water, a lot of juice, a lot of fruits. I was supposed to eat a lot of food. I mean, there's been so many mixed theories around, and we want you to demystify this and dive fast into it when we come back after the break. Okay. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
Focus on Healthy Morning. Bethany TV for Health. Showing on Bethany TV, Nutrition Sport, transforming the way you eat and live. Join us as we explore the power of food and how it transmutes your life, guiding you towards a path of balanced nutrition and the state of being strong, active, and energetic. Witness incredible transformation as we showcase real people who have embraced nutrition sports principles and have achieved their health goals.
Get ready to embark on this incredible journey with us as we unlock the secrets to optimal health, energy, and long life. Remember, it's time to nourish your body from within and live to the fullest.
Nutrition Sport, Thursdays, 8 to 9 p.m. and repeat every Friday, 10 to 11 a.m. only on Bethany TV for Health.
UNICAF is offering $1 million worth of scholarships for you to study online at one of the leading providers of online quality higher education in Africa. Earn a British bachelor's or master's degree from one of UNICAF's partner universities, the University of East London, voted one of the best modern universities in the UK. Liverpool John Moores University, the fourth best university in the UK, according to the UniCompare Top 100 Universities rankings. The University of Suffolk, proudly boasting a 90% graduate employability fertility rate. Apply now. Join over 60,000 students from 170 countries around the world looking to improve their lives and careers. For more information, please contact us on our WhatsApp at 771 976 750.
Showing on Bethany TV. Fertilization is never complete until the two haploid nuclei come together, combine their chromosomes into a single diploid nucleus. When the two chromosomes meet, they form a tiny living being that is a zygote that entirely depends on its provider for survival, and that is the mother.
Yes, I've been to the theater 5 times, and all of them have been different.
Welcome to this exciting, informative, and mind-blowing show, The Journey to Motherhood, with Teacher Zita every Saturday, 9 p.m., only on Bethany TV. For health. Showing on Bethany TV. Showing on Bethany TV.
Why do we get sick?
That lack of knowledge is it's a very, very big problem.
What can we do to avoid becoming sick?
From hospital and you're fine, you don't disappear. Come back after 6 days. We do an assessment. How is your blood pressure? How are you doing? How are you coping up with motherhood?
Here's an opportunity to learn about some of the common illnesses and how to avoid them.
Don't overuse your knee joint.
Buli muntu yenna alina obulwadde obwa diabetes, obwa pressure, yetaaga eye check up.
Get all your health questions answered by a health expert.
Only on the new series of Health and Wellness. Every Saturday, 8 p.m. live on Bethany TV with your host, Dorothy Ainembabazi.
Health Minutes on Bethany TV.
Breakfast is the first meal of the day, usually eaten in the morning. Having a healthy breakfast is important because it replenishes your supply of glucose to boost your energy levels and alertness.
Reasons as to why you should have a healthy breakfast. It helps in having good cognition of the mind. You have good mood for that day,
while also providing other essential nutrients required for good health. These are some of the foods that a healthy breakfast consists of:
a protein, a fiber, and then a healthy fat. Not all fat is healthy. The protein, you can eat an egg. It is a good protein to eat. Then for the fiber, you can have something like a fruit or vegetables. Briefly, that is what is entailed in a healthy breakfast.
Better healthcare for a better tomorrow. That was the Health Minute.
Bethany TV for health. Focus. Focus on Healthy Morning.
Way back. Thanks for keeping watch on us. Joined by Patrick Sentongo. He's a nutritionist, and we're talking about the best nutrition for a hot weather. Patrick, you've seen what has been going on or what's going on. What is the best nutrition for hot weather? Or does even the word best nutrition exist? Is it appropriate to use according to you, a nutritionist?
I think at first let's first understand the impact of high temperatures on our bodies. Mm-hmm. Imagine for those who have refrigerators,
yes,
your body is like a refrigerator. Mm-hmm. If you set a certain amount, maybe a certain temperatures for your refrigerator, maybe about 5 degrees Celsius. So that's your body, which your body is not supposed to exceed 37 degrees. Mm. So even a refrigerator, once it hits your 5 that you have set, the thermostat will go off. Mm. You get, because you have hit your mark. Okay. Then when your fridge discovers that the temperatures have actually gone high,
It switches off.
It switches on. No, it will switch on because they have gone high.
Yes,
they have gone high. So now even for your body, we have a range of about, if I'm to recall, it's 36.6 to 37 degrees Celsius. And that's your range. In case your body, now, in case maybe the heat outside is high, your body will try to maintain to be in the normal ranges.
Okay.
We have had places, even maybe northern Uganda, which have hit like about 40. Even South Sudan it hit about 45 degrees. So your body will try as much as possible to keep it within 37.
Okay.
So if the temperatures are higher than your body will heat up because it's trying to regulate your temperatures and at the same time to compete with the temperatures in the surrounding. And this can lead to heat stress and to worst case scenario, hypothermia, which is increased heat in your body. Then your vitals can fail. Your vitals can fail. For those who have even like high blood pressure, it will even be worse, even for those who have not yet controlled their blood sugars. It will be worse, and even in some cases, it can lead to stroke and later death.
Wow.
That's how high temperatures actually can be terrible to our health. But talking about that, our bodies try to adjust to the surroundings. That's why even when it's cold, your body will make sure that it's at least within the normal range. Yes, it will try as much as possible to be in the normal range. So the impact can be severe. Yes. So what happens when the temperatures outside are high? Your body will try to maintain a normal temperature by trying to pump a lot of blood towards the skin. When a lot of blood goes towards the skin, your skin now will lose water in form of sweat. And the sweat doesn't only have water, but it also has those minerals, the potassium, the magnesium, those micronutrients. So we can lose them through the fat. Yes. And if you're to discover, if you're to realize in the past days, people have been experiencing a little bit of fatigue. They are no longer performing at work as they were doing before. Some people have actually becoming dizzy, kamunguluze. Nabeera akasana ne kamukubamu nnyo nawulira kamunguluze. It's because of the heat wave we are experiencing, because the body is not used to it. And for those who have been actually being around central, they have not gone to maybe up countries where temperatures are higher, that means your body is trying to adjust to the surrounding. Then some people have maybe even developed rashes for the light-skinned ones. Even actually, it's very definitive in the whites. They get those eye rashes.
How about in our albino brothers?
Actually, even in the albino brothers, yes.
That heat is too much.
Yes, they will get spots on their bodies, meaning that the temperatures are actually high. So some will try to use the sunscreen and what have you to try to regulate the rays from the sun. So you realize that we have lost micronutrients. We have lost water. So those are very key for you to make sure that you incorporate them in your diet.
And when we lose water, what happens?
If you lose water, the first thing that will come, for very many people, it's usually dizziness. Kamunguluze, ajja kujja. Then the other thing, then later, you feel fatigue. Nga okoye. Yes. Yes. For people who multitask, do this job and the other job, you realize that actually, even one job wears you out. It's because you have lost a lot of micronutrients. Then again, your body is trying to adjust to the surroundings. Okay. Yes. Then you realize that also, on the other hand, your body actually is utilizing a lot of energy to make ends meet. And at the same time, even you have to be in a good health. For For example, you don't have, you have to make sure that at least you're in the same, in the right health state. You're not sick. So that means you have to boost your immunity during this period. And if we are to dive in, what do you need? You asked me, what do you need? Actually, yes. We need all nutrients. However, there are nutrients that we need more than others during this time.
Okay.
For example, we have immune boosters. We can get them. For example, we have the vitamin C, the vitamin B group, that are used. Also, the vitamins that are used actually in production of energy in our bodies. Those are the vitamin B complex. We need them. Then we go to the other elements. For example, the
omanyi mwami Sentongo ogamba twetaga vitamin C. Omuntu waffe ayinza obula kitegeera ati awo badde ngamba ogamba vitamin C otubulye ku mmere sobola okulenta tufuna vitamin C.
Vitamin C tumusanga wa? Vitamin C, the most common things actually are fruits and vegetables. Those are the most common things. Yes. However, we are finding, obviously, if you go to the market right now, there are very few. You will find that fruits are scarce. The watermelons actually as small as that cup, or maybe they are very small. You'll find actually a watermelon which is like the same size of maybe a small bowl, and they are selling it at 10,000. Yes, so that's challenges that we are experiencing. But however, we have oranges. Actually, oranges are in plenty, and oranges are very rich in vitamin C.
Yes.
Wetugenda maaso ne vitamin B complexes zonna. We can actually get them in the vegetables.
Vegetables, potatoes.
We can get, but mainly in the green leafy vegetables have more. For example, dodo, buga, nakati, sukuma wiki,
broccoli, cauliflower,
spinach. Those ones have more right now. Not all the time actually. They have more all the time.
Ate bikola bya sombe.
Gobe.
Bikola bya muogo.
Nebikola bya muogo, yeah, some communities use those leaves.
Even etimpa.
Yes. Ebyamayuni. Yes. Na waruna abakozesa gobe. Abamu bamuyita boyo.
Ona abakozesa ebikola bya tugambya mayoni, bya muogo, ensujju.
N'ebyensujju ebyetimpa, then waliwo n'ebyamayuni. Kati ebyo byonna tusobola okubikozesa okuboostinga immunity yaffe. Then n'ebirala biki bye twetaaga. We need zinc.
Zinc yo tumusanga wa?
Zinc tusobola musanga mu binyeebwa. Tusobola musanga ne mugundi organ meats ezimu katugeze nga lwakwa tulinawo kalusu mu kaseera kano ennyama yalinnyeemu naye ate tulina ne magnesium zinc bitambulira wamu. So ebyo byonna tubyetaaga, of which magnesium ne zinc tusobola bisanga mu abali b'ebinyeebwa, simusimu, waliwo abamu balya cashew nuts, ebijanjaalo, soya, ebyo byonna tusobola okusangamu ki zinc and magnesium. Because we need to be in the right body state to try and fight this this heat wave. And actually, I can give you an idea on how you can do it better. For example, if you can have maybe for those who find actually issues with taking water, waliwo abagamba nti amazzi nze tegawooma. Kwata amazzi go kamuliramu ng'emichungwa ebiri nga totaddeemu n'oba totaddeemu sukaali
oba enniimu.
Ojja kuba ofunye ka vitamin C ko mu bungi bwako, at the same time ofunye test onywedde n'amazzi go. So okubya ebinyonyi nga 3 n'ejjinja eri limu. So you can actually make that something very like something very exciting.
Obadde kyayogera ku mmere ze twetaaga.
Kati ne tuddayo, kati ebyo twogedde ku bintu bye tusinga okwetaaga. However, waliwo ebintu bye tulina okusigaza nga biri constant.
Nga byo tebivaawo.
Proteins.
Protein tuzisanga wa?
Protein tuzisanga mu nnyama, bijanjaalo, soya, mata, magi, abali ba pooko, protein tuzisanga nkoko, byennyanja, mukene. Mbadde nerabidde ntya mukene. Ebyo nna.
Mukene oyo mulungi nnyo.
Mukene mulungi. Kati kankukubuuze ye ekibuuzo ekigenda okuleetera abagundi abalabi baffe okumanya nti mukene mulungi. Woba olya mukene, amagumba ogajjamu.
Okalya bwe kennyanja ako nkateeka buteesi mu ttama.
Olidde ekyennyanja kyo kiramba ate okiridde namu bungi. N'amagumba galimu ebiriisa. Kubanga calcium gotasobola kusanga katugeze mu kyennyanja, kubanga ekyennyanja ogenda kusosola amagi ogateeke, amagumba ogateeka eri. Ne wanene ogenda kulya ne calcium yenna.
Tegeeza mukene mulungi nnyo.
Mukene mulungi. Ate I think ebintu ebimu ne government byanditukwaatiddeko nga it's a very cheap source of protein. So we have to maintain the protein.
Ogambye nti proteins.
Yes, we have to
takubiwaako birowoozo byalina okuba constant.
Tokuba.
Oba oyagala oba toyagala olina okuba ng'olina proteins buli lunaku.
Then n'ekirala twetaaga energy source. Right now omubiri gwaffe engeri gye gugezaako okwetaaga nti gwetaaga okukompitinga ne weather outside. You have to maintain a constant energy source, of which it has to be a very cheap energy source. Okugeza kutya normal food, akawunga.
Kawunga kano kenyini akafe?
Omuceere. Lumonde. Ebyo nna mayuni.
Muwogo.
Yes. Those are cheap energy sources.
Chetumula.
Yes.
Balugu.
Those are very cheap energy sources. Kati tulinayo eziri expensive nti ezo zo wona azirya ojja kwetaaga yes olina okuzirya tuzeetaaga naye ate tuwetaaga kulya nnyingi nnyo kubanga omubiri gwe gujja kuba gwetaaga ate amaanyi mangi okuzimenyaamenya
ate okukola emirimu mingi egy'amaanyi ositula butayimbwa bukala
naye oba tositudde butayimbwa wabula omubiri gwe muli munda gulina mekanizimu yaagwo okumenyaamenya eyo emmere wabula kati ekyokulabirako emmere ey'amasavu yes twetaaga okulya amasavu waliwo abantu abali eyo ne bagamba nti
nnyama nga
tekuli ssavu yes twetaaga essavu ne wali essavu eddungi ate tulina essavu lye tutalina kusussa mu lunaku kati ng'essavu waliwo owuliddeko essavu lye bayita cholesterol ali very common in meats of which ne mu magi mwennyini
cholesterol kyekimuleeta amasavu cholesterol nakyo tukinyonyo kiki amasavu agayitiridde ge tuteetaaga
mu lulimi olufuutifuuti cholesterol oba kankiteeki nga wonalaba kyewandiyisenga emibiri gyaffe gyonna gikola cholesterol newoba ggwe era gwe kasita olya otusavusavu otulyawo omubiri gwe gulina obusobozi okukola ag'amasavu naye wegayitirira mu bungi kubanga omuntu mu lunaku talina kusussa milligrams 3 of which ezoyo cholesterol kasita osussaawo kati awo tuba tugenda kiyita nti no oyingizza bad gwe twandiyise bad fat oba bad cholesterol mungi muki mu mubiri gwo so tulina recommendation wolina okukoma
excess cholesterol is bad fat bad cholesterol okay that is
it will be yes the LDL yes the low density lipoproteins yes kati nsobola okuwa ekyokulabirako omuntu waba alidde amagi 2 nga mulimu n'enjuba yaago okimanyi nti oba olwedde ohitinze numbers zo eza cholesterol gw'olina okulya mu lunaku
siina gasussa waliwo abantu abali amagi
kati jjukira olidde amagi 2 ogenda kwongerako n'ennyama ey'amasavu kiba kitegeeza ki oliddeko oba oliddeko liver ate of which this fat it's an expensive source of energy in a sense that your body needs actually a lot of energy to break this fat for it to contribute to your energy demands. Era omuntu abalidde amasavu amangi nze yandinywedde katugeze egiraasi zange 8 ez'amazzi okusapootinga omubiri gwange nga ndidde otusavu tutonotono egwalidde essavu eringi weetaaga amazzi agawera mu kaseera kano. Sina mu kaseera kano wabula obudde bwonna weetaaga amazzi mangi kubanga amazzi ago gagezaako okuregulatinga temperature yo munda.
Okay.
Kati twogedde ku proteins, twogedde ku masavu, amasavu tulina kulya matono ddala, ne twogera ku a very cheap energy source which is the carbohydrates. Ne tumanya ne twogera ne kubiri bye tulina okulya mu bungi mu kaseera kaneeno. Nabadde nyingira kaneeno ne bambuuza waliwo eyo gye bagenda ne babasalira fruits ne babongereramu tugeze ne cucumber. Cucumber goba omulaba.
Vegetable ne fruits.
Vegetable ne fruits. Ekisooka tuzeetaaga kubanga omuntu yeetaaga at least 4 to 5 servings in a day of fruit and vegetable. Kati cucumber oyo ate mulungi nnyo ne mweno season. Olwagundi olwezo minerals ezo zaalina ezo ezimulimu. Ate jjukira ne cucumber mazzi. Kuba abo abatayagala kunywa mazzi. Woba osobola okulya cucumber, lya cucumber.
Oba okukwata cucumber ne muteeka mu mazzi.
Waliwo n'abasobola okikola ekyo. Osobola omuteeka mu mazzi.
Osalasa n'oteeka mu mazzi.
Yes. Nakyo osobola okikola. Waliwo ne watermelon. Watermelon yerina amazzi mangi lwakuba right now watermelon zikendeddemu because of the heat wave. Kubanga zo zigejja amazzi ate amazzi tegaliiwo. Yeah. Then n'ebirala mulimu ennyaanya. Osobola okuba akacumba aliko. So ebyo no oli kuleeta vitamins ne minerals mu mubiri gwo ate mu kaseera kano zeetaaga kubanga oli kuzisweating, oli kuzifulumya. You're sweating it out. So you have to put back what you have lost. Yes.
Waliwo mwami Sembati ali mu kulaba ddala nnyo programu eno. Ennaku zino abantu bagejja embuto. Ogwekulaba ate nga bagezze ne mugongo.
Wano kye bayita amakudde.
Bintu bisaabira bangedda. Kiki ekiriise nakale bantu
sisobolako gamba nti tebyaliwo. Byaliwo.
Bagejjanga naye nga si kyangu okulaba.
Edda byaliwo.
Embuto nga ludda mu mugongo.
Edda byaliwo naye right now byeyongedde nnyo. Ate ne ku ngeri World Health Organization era bagamba nti era bigenda kweyongera. Kulwaki? Food choices zaffe engeri gye tukola ki? Gye tulondamu emmere gye tulya. Ojja kwesanga nti omuntu ye waaba alidde esowaani y'ennamba ey'omuceere n'ennyama aba alidde. Ye muli aba awulira nti akoze eki? Alidde. Oba n'osanga omuntu ye waaba tagenzeeko mu bifo byaffe bino bye tumanya eby'ebbeeyi n'alya kiri ekikoko ky'ekiramba. Aba takoze eki? Aba talidde. Tuddayo ku drawing board. Tulina okuregulatinga ki kye tukola ki? Kye tulya. Kubanga kasooli ekintu kingi okusinga omubiri gwo kye gwetaaga, omubiri gwo gugenda kukikola ki? Gusobola okutereka okukikonvertinga into what? Body fat. Ate ffe emibiri gyaffe ffenna tetwetaaga amasavu ge gamu. Okitegeera nti abakyala nabo balina range yaabwe gye beetaaga era kubanga basitowalinganya amasavu okusinga ffe. Akabina era ko bakeetaaga. N'amabere bakola ki bageetaaga. Era kyowala tulina ranges za njawulo. Wabula ggwe ng'omwami ate weetaaga ntonoko kuzaaki? Kuz'omukyala. Leka abasajja tuleme competinga n'abakyala muki? Mu buzito. Ng'embeera y'ennaku zino weeri.
Ayina olubuto
naawe oyagala lubuto. Awo abamu n'abasajja bakisussa. They even have breasts. Not the developed breasts naye kale nga gaakula ne gafuna amasavu.
Mwami Ssentongo Patrick, kamera yiino kigambo kye wandyagadde okusembyayo mu byendya enkundi ennungi mu mbeera eno gye tulimu.
Mu mbeera eno gye tulimu
Munnayuganda omwa bulijjo nga si ya bbeeyi kuga nti kino kisobola okifuna at least sobola okulwana n'okifuna.
Mu mbeera eno gye tulimu nga we nagambye nti waliwo emmere emu gye tulina okumakinga sure nga tetugikubaganyizaako birowoozo. Y'eri essowaani yaffe. Tumanya nti no tulina proteins, tulina carbohydrates, then tulina neki ne vegetables ne fruits. Ne mu kaseera kaneeno ebbugumu lingi kye mbakubiriza tunywe nnyo. Tunywe nnyo amazzi, oba osobola okukozesa caayi, oba osobola okukozesa juice, osobola okukozesa ekintu kyonna okujjako waliwo ebintu ebituleetera ate kati nga kabbiya ako omwenge ate ogwo bwe tugukozesa ennyo gukuleetera ate kubanga omuntu wanywa ecupa emu ey'omwenge agenda kufulumya amazzi genkana wange agenze emmanju. So let's regulate alcohol, but let's drink more of the healthy drinks. Yeyo plate gyenjogerako eyo.
My healthy plate.
Yeyo.
Okay. Ate bino ebibisi bino ndaba byebisinga n'obungi.
Tebyetaaga kuba bibisi. Tebyetaaga kuba bibisi. Era osobola okubifumba ddakiika 5 ku 10 biba biyidde.
Okay. Kale. Okay, tubadde twogera ku ndya ki ennungi mu kiseera kino kyosobola okukola. Bwe tunadda ne Mwami Patrick munabyandya nutritionist owiiki ejja tujja kwogera ku mugejjo era tugwewala tutya era lwaki gwa bulabe. Mwebale kutulaba erinnya lyange nze Kintu Mutesaasira Senior mbadde ne Mwami Patrick Ssentongo nutritionist. Sebo nkwebaza nnyo okujja okutwegattako.
Kale.
In the meantime, take care of you and of your country. Good morning and bye.
Focus on healthy morning.